Okay, just got long 34.75, long 34.75. It is Thursday, 14th of February 2019. Hope you're doing well. Under a little bit of pressure right now, so we kind of settled back. We kind of pushed into some strength. Okay, this support needs to hold. I need to bounce from here. Come on, come on, come on. So this is a little setup where we get Rambo patterns very early in the morning, the first kind of hour or so. So I call this a 9 a.m. Rambo, and we've sold off nastily overnight. You can see here we kind of hit 60s and we were down in the 34s. And what you'll often see is before the real trend for the day gets going, the amateurs will jump on board something, and professionals just move it well away from them, and they'll kind of get stopped out after reverse and whatever. This is it. This is kind of an early Rambo pattern, so market kind of continues to sell off here. The amateurs are expecting this downtrend to continue, keep continuing, and it doesn't. It kind of stops shortly afterwards. It doesn't stop on a dime. Sometimes have a little bit of overshoot, sometimes have quite a lot of overshoot, but that area is important, so kind of getting above that is really good. So here we go, this strength, that's a low risk entry point. We have a little bit of strength in the first cyclical support. After that sign of strength, that's a low risk entry point. Here we go. And on the single time frame chart, so the 500, 1500, 4500, there we go. That's the Rambo there. Didn't we get one on the 15? Yeah. That one, blue professional bar, kind of settled in afterwards. But that's it there. So, 9 a.m. Rambo, let us see where this goes. Okay, just a couple of minutes later, and we've broken nicely above resistance on the 1500 tip bar chart. Blue professional bar through resistance on 1500, that is jumping the creek, kind of getting this move going. So now we're starting to see all kinds of Rambo patterns on the 1500 tip bar charts. That's a Rambo to Rambo channel that we're going long, getting wrong footed, stopped out, going short. Same thing here. This was at 39. Wow, that was very quick. On the MTF chart, we've not seen a similar thing. The target's sitting actually at 44.75, just that's a default target for right now. But any sign of trouble, okay, bearish Rambo pattern just popped up on the other side, so that's a Rambo to Rambo channel. So, and a little bit more here. So nicely into this one, let's not be silly. Alright, just temporarily a bit in the target of 42.75. But where are we going on this? The next place we're going to find trouble is when we have a cross on the highest time frame, the 4500. So that's resistance on the highest time frame, because we're playing support to resistance where that comes in, and that will usually come with an end of trend signal on the 500 tip bar chart. So we need to get above this level here, break into a strong trend on the 500 and go pull back end of trend. So similar to this, so break above and then go pull back end of trend. So that's what I'm looking for. So 40 is just there, that's going to be psychologically important. So the Rambo patterns have come in on the other side here, but I'm not doing a reversal. That is simply a result of these people being taken out. They put their stops kind of just above previous kind of pivot. Alright, so there's that resistance kind of coming, but ought to come with something more than that. So it's an hour to down bar on the lowest time frame. Come on, let's not give this up. Let's keep on through here. Okay. So quite a lot of selling, but to end this we need exhaustion buy, even on a low time frame. So we've just exhausted some people on the downside. So let's go the other side of this resistance and put in that little pullback end of trend. Alright, let's keep holding. Alright, we're moving pretty fast, broken up to 41s now. So although we haven't had one of those little pullback end of trends on the 500, we have had an exhaustion buy. This is starting to play in support to resistance on the 1500. So of bars, exhaustion, ought to be thinking about getting out. 42.75 is where my target is. Another Rambo pattern up here. So let's just see if we get hit on the next move up. Not a lot of blue professional bars up here. One here. Alright, here we go. We're having another push through that resistance. Support's kind of coming here. It's not a classic kind of pullback under trend setup yet. And this has flipped around, so that's not a cross. So we're just moving in parallel. So still in the trend here on 1500. So 42.75 is where my target's sitting. So come on, let's just get pushed out on another little extreme. So blue professional up, bearish divergence by the 0, so probably looking for a flush pattern or something like that. 42s, moving nice and fast. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, we just had a professional bar go off down here. That's actually a professional retrace. So I'd be looking at getting in on that retrace anyway, on that signal. I do not like that we're in after a bearish divergence, but we're coming back up. So that's an entry point if we haven't had a blue professional bar on the left shoulder. So come on, just take me out through 42s, please. Alright, we're having another go. For 2.25, that was the point just reached up here. Come on, let's just go. Whole bunch of blue professional bars kind of coming in here, so they're, my guess is they're getting out, so I need to be out. Come on, come on. Alright, here we go. Bingo, just taken out 42.75 for 8. Excellent. That was a bit hairy at the end, and a whole bunch of blue professional bars kind of coming in, which I do not like. And no pullback to end of trend yet, so who knows if this move's all kind of done to the upside. But that was nice. So that's a 9 AM Rambo pattern. Amateurs going the wrong way first thing, and it goes against them. Excellent. That's me done for the day. Alrighty, that was quite a day. It's just gone midday, still Thursday the 14th of February. And just thought it'd be helpful to tag on some more examples of the 9 AM Rambo trade. Pops up kind of every other day. These are some examples since the beginning of the month. So timing-wise, you know, it can be anywhere between like 8:45 AM Chicago time to 9:45 AM Chicago time. So here's an example. This is 1st of February. Here we go, Rambo, 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 into this move. And that was happening about just before 9 AM, almost exactly on the dot. You can see support in the highest time frame kind of comes in. We have a little move away, we test back, and then bang into a nice move. And it runs all the way to blue professional bars kind of coming in here, a bit of a U-turn or taking profits up here, exhaustion buy and bearish divergence. That's a nice one on the 1st of Feb. Next one here, 5th of February. So this is the 1st of February is a Friday. This is the next Tuesday that kind of comes in. And can I see the time on here? Yep, just about, what is that? Probably 9:10 AM. Market starts to move away, weakens a little bit, and then the amateurs are going short here. Support on the intermediate time frame. It was initially kind of break into a little bit of weakness, but then we're away to test the highs, and it runs into blue professional bar up here and exhaustion buy. So a nice one there on the Tuesday the 5th. Wednesday the 6th of February here. This is a short little one. And this is, what is that, 8:39:40 kind of coming on here. And we sell off pretty quickly. The amateurs think, oh my God, this thing is going right down. And they're shorting it at this point here. We get weakness on the system view. And then we back into this high with exhaustion buy and blue professional bars kind of coming in here before we come down again. So there's another example of 9 AM Rambo. 7th of February, which was the Thursday of that week, Initial weakness, this one happening just after 9 a.m., so that's probably about 9:03, something like that. And the amateurs thinking this thing's going to continue down. We've got blue professional bars starting to step in here and here and here. They push it just past those blue professional bars. The amateurs are leading the way. They got wrong-footed. We get exhaustion sell, pull back to end of trend on the intermediate time frame, and then bang, they back it into another exhaustion pattern, flush patterns, and so on. So they're getting wrong-footed there. So that's the 7th of February. And then the next one I've got here is 12th of February, so it's the next week. A week later, so that's the Thursday. And here, this is about 9:44, so quite late in the day. But we start to roll over here. The amateurs thinking this is going down. We've got 2 Rambo patterns, bang, bang, exhaustion sell, and it comes into support on the highest time frame. And then we start to break into an uptrend, and we're away, all the way into exhaustion buy. Up here, and more kind of Rambo patterns at the highs, pull back to end of trends and so on, all kinds of topping out activity there. But that, the amateurs just getting wrong-footed again, 9:44 on that one. And the last one I got here is on the 13th of Feb. So this is yesterday's activity, so that was Wednesday. And here we had, beginning of the day, blue professional bars kind of come in. We start to sell off, and everybody's kind of movement averages have all rolled over, and the amateurs are thinking, wow, this thing's going to break the lows of the day, got to get in short. No, they get wrong-footed, and the professionals push it all the way back up to where they were going short at the highs yesterday. So amateur up bars into here. We don't break the trailing professional stop, and then we sell off again, happening at resistance on the highest time frame. There's a triple resistance there, couldn't get through, and then we break into a downtrend. But again, same thing, it's just the amateurs getting short either too early or just getting the trend direction wrong for the day. And this one was happening about 9:16 there on the chart. So it's the 9 a.m. Rambo trade. So check for that every day and see if it is going off.